Good afternoon, students. Yes, good afternoon. Yes, students, good afternoon. Okay, so today we will try to discuss. Did you remember what we have discussed in the previous class? Okay, first of all, let me know. Ta Kambati, Harshvagat, Athar Tyagi, Venkata, Panda. What we have discussed in the previous class. Did you remember? Any student? Okay, doesn't remember. We have discussed. Any other student? Actually, we have discussed the programming methods. That was lead through programming, online programming and offline programming in robotics. Okay, one was online, another was offline. In online, we have two types. If you remember, one was teach pendant type, another was lead through programming. Lead through programming, also known as the playback programming. Okay, so the differences between the two we have discussed. What are the advantages and disadvantages of the two I have discussed, and we have also shown two videos, if you remember, related to the online and offline differences, and one video was related to teach pendant. Okay, so all are important. Okay, so today we will try to discuss the logic gates. Have you listened this term logic gates? Yes, students. Tharv, Taha, Harsh Bhagat, logic gates. Okay, so students, if you remember something about these sensors, we have at home you use microwave, at home you use uh, geyser, at home you use air conditioner AC. So one thing is in all the three appliances is same, is there is a cutoff system. Can you tell me what is the function of geyser? Geyser basically we use to just heat the water, and it will just cut off the signal when the temperature of the water rises to a particular level. Okay, is it clear how the geyser works? When a temperature which is required as set by the designer of a geyser, okay, when it reaches to the optimum level, then how what it do, we will just cut off it. Okay, so that thing basically related to logic gates. So students, in each and every practical application that we discuss, either in industries, that we discuss is either in our household appliances also, such as air conditioner, such as microwave, such as heater, geyser, that we use in our households, they all basically use the different logic gates. So logic gates are basically the you can say a type of systems that are basically related to the sensors, in order to just have a particular output with respect to the particular input. If we are giving some input, then corresponding to that input we are getting some output. Okay, that is basically a logic gate. So you can see we have one picture here. So what actually is the definition of logic gates, students? You can see on your screen, logic gates are the basic building blocks of any digital system. It is an electronic circuit having one or more than one input and only one output. So logic gates always have one output, but it may have one or more inputs. Okay, Logic gate always have one output, but the input may be one or more than one. So this is basically an logic gates definition, which is an electronic circuit. Okay, the relationship between the input and output is based on a certain logics. So that's why the name we have defined for them is logic gates. We try to put some logic behind the working of these electronic circuits, that if this is the input at the if we are applying this input, this will be the output. If we are applying the that input, that will be the output. So we are just trying to apply the certain logics, and based on that logics we are trying to use them in the design of any either household appliance, either in electrical you can say companies, either in industrial companies, manufacturing sectors. Okay, so one of the best example you can say, and the certain one of the simple you can say logic gates are AND gate, AND gate, NOR gate, NOT gate, OR gate, XNOR gate, inverter gate, buffer gate. So students, all these are basic types of logic gates which are used in everywhere you can say practical applications in daily life according to the requirements of a designer. Okay, so you can see on the picture one example is given to us. Okay, first of all we will try to go to the main thing. So is it clear? The definition is clear to students. What actually is logic gates? We are getting the one output corresponding to the one or more inputs. That is a logic gate. It is an electronic circuit. Okay, and these are of various types which we use in our daily household appliances, such as air conditioners, such as heaters, such as geyser, such as microwave oven. Okay, so all these type of you can say electronic systems use these logic gates. Is it clear the definition? First of all, let me know. Okay. Taha, bache, is it clear? Okay. Okay, Pragata Suresh, actually we are discussing about the logic gates topic. Logic gates are basically electronic circuits that we use either in our daily household appliances such as geyser. You have geyser at your home. Nowadays you might be using them in winter season. So geyser is again after certain set temperature, your geyser is basically go to shut down. Okay, so that is basically working which is occurs on the behalf of sensors, and temperature sensor is there and logic gates are there. Similarly, your air conditioner is also working on the same principle. Your microwave is also working on the same principle. Your heater is also working like that on the same principle. And like that, other examples are in the industries also. So you are using these logic gates in various practical applications where these are basically the electronic circuits in which we are getting the one output corresponding to one or more inputs. Okay, inputs may be one or more than one, but the output is always equal to one. Okay, so that is basically a logic gate, and the various types of logic gates are available. AND gate is there, OR gate is there, NOT gate is there. These are just basically the general types of gates. Okay, next we will discuss the types, the main types of gates that we have. So student, first is the AND gate. You can see in AND gate how many inputs we have. Can you tell me? There is a graphical symbol. We have four columns. In the first column there is a name. In the second column there is a graphic symbol. In the third column there is an algebraic function or Boolean function that we use. And in the fourth column we have a truth table. All these things are important. Students, you have to remember all each of the gate, because when MST will come, you have to just give you can say questions will be based on these types of logic gates also. Okay, so you can see as one student has given the answer that there are two inputs. So first of all we will discuss the AND gate. In AND gate you can easily understand from the name itself. AND means one and two both. Okay, if one input is there, we are not getting the output. If both the inputs are true, only then we are getting the output as a true. So you can easily define from the name itself. Now students, in the AND gate, how many inputs we have? We have two inputs. One is X, another is Y. You can see we have two inputs, X and Y, and corresponding to two inputs we are getting one output, that is F. Okay, one output we are getting is F. So algebraic function for this AND gate is X into Y. You have to remember this value, F is equal to X into Y. Please remember this for the exams also. F is equal to X into Y means we have product. There is a product of the two inputs which will be equal to the one output. Output is the F, which is equal to the product of the two inputs X and Y. So students, you can see now in the truth table what we have. If both the inputs are false, you can just take them as 0 as a false, 0 as a low, and 1 as a true, and 1 as a high. Students, listen me. If there is a 0, you can put them input is low, input is false. If there is a 1, input is high, input is true. Okay, like that you have to answer in the also MSTs. Okay, for example, now if I say if both the inputs, now you look at the truth table, just look at the truth table of AND gate. If both the inputs are false, what you are getting in form of output? If both the inputs are false, what you are getting in the form of output? Can you tell me? 0. Okay. And if one input is high, another input is low, what you are getting in the form of output? If one input is high, another input is low, what you are getting in the form of output? Yes, very good, low. Okay, so like that you have to answer either in the form of low, either in the form of high, either in the form of true, either in the form of false. Okay, because you can easily check if X into Y. Now students, my next question is, if X is 1, Y is 0, what will be the value of F? X into Y. If X is 1, yes. So similarly you can just try to verify it. What is the algebraic function X into Y, and corresponding to that inputs X and Y inputs, you will get F. Similarly you are getting in the truth table. Now if X is 1, Y is 1, what is F? If X is 1, Y is 1, what is F? Yes, 1. All right, so like that you can easily understand the truth table for AND gate. AND gate means if both the inputs are true, only then we are getting the output as true. Now you just define, check in the first truth table for AND gate where you are getting the both the inputs as true. In which case? In the first row, in the second, in the third, in the fourth. Both the inputs are true, then we are getting output as true. Yes, in the fourth one, in the last one, you can see. So this is basically the significance of AND gate. If both the inputs are true, only then your output will be true or your output will be high. If both the inputs are low, your output will be low. If any one of the input is low, again your output will be low. All right. And you have to remember this symbol, the graphic symbol you have to remember by yourself. Okay. Now students, we next move to OR gate. Now you can see the algebraic function that we are finding here is F is equal to X plus Y. Now we are not getting a product sign, we are getting here a plus sign. So now you just please with that